Welcome back to Today. Well, it may be the most wonderful time of the year, but it's also the hardest when it comes to exercise.
Yeah, but the answer to staying fit during the festive season could be found in your brain. A new study finding the tiniest of treats could be enough to get you on the treadmill. To discuss this, we're joined by surgeon and world-leading neuroscientist Dr. Rahul Jandial in Los Angeles. Dr. Jandial, good to see you. This is fascinating. Make my brain make me fit. What has the research revealed?
Well, first of all, the problem with the old research was when they did the research again, they couldn't get the findings to replicate. So this is a huge study, thousands of people with 24-hour fitness. And interestingly, what they found was pep talks don't work. But what did work was a small monetary reward the first time you missed a training session. So that's interesting that you're allowed to miss here and there, but you don't want to get a streak of delayed interventions. You want to jump in within the first missed training session you have scheduled with even as much as, as little as 9 cents, and people responded to that, as well as publicly declaring you're going to lose weight and then being worried about falling short in front of your friends.
Yeah.
Doctor, I checked out months ago. How much of a role do our brains play when it comes to motivation?
Well, this is a big topic. So motivation, it's an interesting thing. Taking on too much is detrimental, meaning you take on pandemic fatigue, you take on dieting, you take on exercising, and we tend to shut down. But if you take on one or two things and succeed at them, then you can actually add more to your plate. So it's really about taking on new responsibilities incrementally during the holidays. And even if you're feeling pandemic fatigue, successfully completing a diet or gym routine, I think can actually help.
But, as we're coming into the holiday season here, the kids are on school holidays here, you've got to buy presents, you've got to get ready for the whole thing. You're going to miss about a week or so. After that, and we've finished eating, how do we get back on track?
That's a personal question. I'm not sure. For me, what I do is I allow myself to have like a full holiday season and then set a date on the calendar when people are going to go, back to their universities, for example, my sons. And then I have a very graded program in January and February on how to get back to things. No sudden changes, I think, is the secret. And every small step makes the next step easier.
But if you stuff your face for weeks, then you've got the guilts, right? So how do you stop the guilts coming up?
Oh, I have no idea how to answer that one. But yeah, if you stuff your face for weeks, but if you have a good time with family, there's nothing wrong with that. And it's what you do the other 53 weeks, there's time to party and celebrate and also stay in shape.
Oh, so this is good news for metabolism for those over the age of 60. What's going on there?
Oh, this is very important. So, in medical school and since, we were under the impression that age 40, your metabolism slows down. So even if you eat the same amount, you put on weight because you're burning off less. A tremendous study showed that the metabolism actually stays the same until 60. So in terms of metabolism, 60 is the new 40, and the excuse that, our thermostat for burning energy is going down is no longer with us. But it's also an opportunity that we have an opportunity to sort of eat better, be more fit, and our metabolism can work in our favor. It doesn't fade.
Just so I know, just so I can sync up my date with yours, what date are we going to start training again after the holiday period?
I'm going to start mine on January 3rd, which is when my kids go to school.
I don't believe that. You look like you don't miss a gym session.
I think I'm busy that day. I'm just going to double check that for you. I might get back.
He's adding it to his calendar.
I might get back to you on January. Is that just some crunches and just a gentle walk? Is that what we're doing?
Well, that's a good question. I believe in the power of walking. I walk a lot, and I start trimming some of the indulgences with food. I don't have time to go to the gym for an hour and a half. That luxury I don't have. It's kind of boring for me anyways. Lots of walking and adding in plants January 3rd.
Yep, getting the steps up.
Okay.
Good advice.
I'll join you then. Thank you so much for that, Doctor. Good to see you, mate.